What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. So we're going to be talking about It, Welcome to Derry in this video here again today. This will be the recap for season 1 episode 3, which just finished airing on the HBO network. Now, episode 3 starts in 1908 at a circus or carnival-like event. We see a young boy named Francis, who is also the general that's been shown during Hanlon scenes. He's walking around amazed at everything. He's approached by a man who talks him into entering one of the attractions. Upon entering, the young boy becomes increasingly disturbed, and his amazement turns into a look of worry. He eventually runs out in terror, and his father comforts him. They start driving home, but the car breaks down. Francis makes friends with a young girl named Rose after his father orders him to go get them water, and the two start playing in the woods together, that being Francis and Rose. Unfortunately, Francis encounters the same creepy figure from the circus and is chased through the woods. In modern day, Lily is getting comfortable being back in the nut house. Well, actually, like she's going home. Her mom has come to visit, and we're shown Lily is still feeling conflicted about being quiet about what happened with Ronnie's dad and his innocence. Chief Bowers is shown visiting Ronnie's dad. I believe his name is actually Hank. Bowers questions his whereabouts the night of the theater incident, and Hank insists he was at home. Bowers is convinced Hank is lying, so this conversation is honestly pointless. The scene kept getting more frustrating as it went on. Very well acted between both of those men, but that scene was so frustrating. At school, Ronnie receives strange looks as she walks the halls. Her locker reads, "Hatchet Hank is gonna fry." She looks at the patty cakes before trying to wipe it off as everyone watches. In the restroom, Lily tells Ronnie she'll tell the truth to try to make it right, but it won't matter unless they have proof of what is happening to them. Colonel Fuller is shown meeting with a superior about them trying to dig to find Pennywise so they can weaponize it. His superior tells him to put pressure on Halloran so they can find it. Hanlon is shown walking with his friend on base. They are given orders to follow Halloran's instructions today. While flying, Hanlon asks Halloran what's in the mysterious box he's carrying. It's a slingshot that we saw during the Francis flashback. This is a slingshot that Rose actually used to save Francis from the monster, which we know, of course, is just Pennywise. We learned that Rose is now a shop owner. I think we saw her interact with Charlotte during the previous episode, but she's at a meeting trying to figure out what's actually happening in the dig site in the town. So it looked like a room full of other Native Americans, and I think I saw Collie Parker from The Long Walk. Correct me if I'm wrong. They looked like Collie Parker. But Hanlon becomes concerned by Halloran's lack of response to him as he's trying to get answers from him. His shining capabilities lead us to a horrific scene showcasing several Pennywise victims. Hanlon manages to stop Halloran because it looks like he was about to jump out of the helicopter. At the diner, Will and his friend connect and discuss who has the best boobs in class. Ronnie bangs on the glass to get Will's attention. She asks if he knows how to develop film due to all that knowledge he dropped during detention. He asks why, and Ronnie says he wouldn't believe if she told him. At Rose's shop, Francis visits Rose and asks for her help with something. They haven't seen each other in, I think, like 50 years is what he said, but she says she'll try. We get another flashback between young Rose and Francis talking about Francis leaving due to his father's deployment orders. Rich, Will, Lily, and Ronnie are shown having a meeting discussing this picture Ronnie is after. Rich says what's after them is likely an evil spirit. He knows this because of his upbringing. He tells them about how an uncle of his would conjure evil spirits to get back at people in debt to him, so that's what he thinks this is. Halloran comes over to Hanlon's house to have dinner with him and Charlotte. Halloran questions if Charlotte likes Derry, but Charlotte says it's fine. She recounts her time as a history teacher, but she's not had any luck in Derry. She admits Hanlon is concerned her activism could disrupt his military progressions. At the cemetery, the kids try to replicate the conjuring Rich discussed earlier. At Hanlon's house, him and Halloran have a chat outside because he never told him that he had a son yet, and Halloran mentioned that during dinner. He asks Halloran what was that episode he had earlier today while they were in the air, so he starts discussing his ability to shine, while Hanlon admits he knows Halloran was part of that little test in his room we saw during episode 1. Now, Rich starts chanting the prayer for the dead back in the cemetery, and now the kids wait for the spirits to arrive. When it turns out Rich kind of wasted their time, Ronnie gets frustrated and storms off. Lily chases after her while Will and Rich stay behind to clean up. The boys inevitably hop on their bikes to catch up with the girls. The cemetery exit gets further and further away in this cool dolly zoom shot. The kids are chased by ghosts of Teddy, Susie, and the other kid whose name I can't remember, but the 3 who died in the theater in episode 1. Lily snaps a picture but loses the camera. Ronnie gets the camera but loses it after being scared. Rich inevitably saves the camera while they are all trying to escape. Unfortunately, he also drops it, leaving Will as the only contender left to save this camera with the picture on it. Something in the cemetery startles him, so after picking up the camera, he starts investigating and manages to snap a photo when a figure pops out at him. The kids head to the school darkroom to develop the pictures, and everything is going just fine. As the pictures start coming in, they recognize one photo is a picture of a clown, and the episode ends. Now, I will say that I don't find episode 3 to be the strongest out of the 3 that I've seen so far. I think it's the weakest, but it's another solid round of television from Welcome to Derry. The kids in this show are absolutely fantastic. I love their chemistry. I love how they are furthering the plot around what is going on with the military base and the natives' interest in it all, and how they're trying to weaponize Pennywise. I appreciate how, even though Pennywise hasn't even appeared on my screen yet, I am so invested in what is happening with every other character that I've met. I'm eager to see Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, but if they keep this up, I don't need to see Pennywise this season at all. I don't need to see him at all. I know that Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise will appear soon. They're doing a great job building up to the inevitable, and it's just really making you eager to see him, and they're doing a great job doing that, not giving it to us right away while still giving us an engaging round of television week to week with what's going on in Derry, what's happening at the military base, what's happening with the natives and their investment in it, and the way that they are making this story just feel so captivating. I hope that this keeps up, because while this might have lost a bit of the momentum that I feel episode 1 and 2 did a better job at, it's still progressing the story in a positive way. It doesn't feel like it's overly filler. Everything has purpose on your screen. Everything moves the story forward. And you get all these different characters that you can root for, connect with, while still anticipating the appearance of Pennywise. But what did you guys think of It Welcome to Derry episode 3? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Did you also think it was the weakest episode, while still obviously being a good round of TV compared to some of the other things Hollywood produces? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to all of my social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course, to let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews you'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.